I'm not gonna lie, this is a quick little video, a little 5 minutes by Baze Talks. How to write a speedster the correct way. Because I was thinking about this the other day when I was seeing a whole lot of Flash, the CW series float around on the timeline. I was like, season 1, 2, it was good. They were writing him well and everything. Like, he was okay. But then it's like they just started dragging it with these villains and everything. I'm like, these are villains from the comic book, so it's not like they're just making the shit up. But it's like, I'm gonna have to drop your shit. I'm not gonna lie. So this nigga said Usain Bolt. I mean, technically, he is a perfectly written speedster. So yeah, let's see how to write a speedster the correct way, man. Let's see.
I've made a few videos bashing the inconsistent writing of speedsters, and a lot of you say that speedsters have to be inconsistent, otherwise the movie or show they're in would suck. So, I decided to make this video today to prove you guys wrong. Writers love to have scenes that show us how overpowered these characters are, but then they'll have them lose in bullshit ways. A good example of this is... No. The best example of this is the CW Flash. I know you probably hear this...
Yes. Yeah. Ooh. I wonder which one he's gonna pick. I don't know which one he's gonna choose because there's so many.
The time, but guys, the writing in it is just ass. Let me give you an example. Barry was shown to perceive time not in slow motion, but nearly completely frozen. And then he's able to move at super speed within that perception.
Yep.
So you would think, oh my god, Flash is insane, he can't lose. But then he loses to a guy with a freeze gun. But that's not it.
It's like, it just doesn't make sense. I get it. Like, someone in his comments, like, he mentioned it earlier, like, there has to be inconsistencies. Like, they gotta show how OP he is, so that they have to show how OP he is so that we can be interested. But then there has to be inconsistencies because it'll just be a boring ass story because you'll just win it, you'll just blitz everything. But it's like, that's why there's no really good Flash game or like a really good Flash movie at that point as well, because it's like, it's just so hard to just make a good speedster, bro.
He constantly loses to characters who have no super speed, but then he's finally somehow able to defeat them after a beautiful pep talk on how Barry has super speed.
You can do this now. Run, Barry, run!
Oh, bro, it's I really liked the series at first too. But then I saw a clip. I didn't even finish watching the clip, but I just saw like a little clip. It was on Twitter, so it was muted. I seen Iris as a speedster now. Maybe in the comics, I don't know. But from what I saw in season 1 and 2 and halfway through 3 before I dropped it. What? Why is she a speedster too? I'm not saying she can't do nothing, but I'm just like, where? I get it. I didn't watch it for a whole bunch of series. Okay, of course, if you don't watch it, how are you gonna know? But it's like, what? I don't know. Do you think Flash can nut in 1 second? He can nut in negative 0.2 seconds. I can't believe I binged this show and glazing it. I watched all 7. Oh yeah, I'm sorry for your time.
Show.
That was surely wasted.
Like 128 hours of torture. So now you might be asking, well, then how do you write a speedster the correct way? Well, I'm glad you asked. I have 3 different ways on how to write a speedster with 3 different examples to show you. First up is writing an untouchable god level character and just making them be an untouchable god level character. Metro Man. Metro Man is an overpowered godlike character and he stays like that. He never loses because he can't lose.
I'm winning.
Who's Metro Man?
I'm winning any motherfucking way. I can't lose.
But what made him interesting was how he felt bored of being a
okay.
hero. He wanted more out of life.
Megamind.
So he faked his death.
And Music Man was born.
They didn't have him lose in some BS way. They had him retire because he was getting bored of winning all the time. And guys, he was overpowered. He didn't perceive time in slow motion. He could basically freeze it completely. Did this make the movie bad? No, it didn't. Megamind, I think, is an absolutely...
I feel like that's kind of different because I feel like you can do that from an aspect if they are not the main character and we literally watch them pretty much 1,000,000% of the time. If you understand what I'm saying, I feel like it's easier to say, it's easier to have that sort of perception of a character if they're not the focal point of the story from like the main character lens, that you're watching their story. You're not watching their story from the main character's point of view. You know what I'm trying to say? A-Train, I hated A-Train until the last season. I'm not gonna lie to you. I still hated his guts.